Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of August 21st to the 27th, 2023. First card out for you is the Beloved. This is your spiritual theme and lesson for this week ahead, and we are actually seeing you doing like a deep dive into the people in your life whom you are closest to and have a lot of emotions to right now, and figuring out how this person is reflecting back some lessons that your soul needs to take on at this time. I feel like life's greatest lessons always come from the people in our lives, the relationships that we have. The people who trigger us have so much to teach us. Why are you being triggered from them? What is this experience teaching you? How are they guiding you back to your true, unconditionally loving and peaceful self? You know, we're all on this journey back to living life from a very unconditionally loving, peaceful, Zen mindset. We're all on a journey back to our enlightened self, to our true soul self, mature, wise, free, and beautiful. And so the people that we encounter in our day-to-day reality that trigger us emotionally, they are absolutely our biggest teachers in life, for sure. So I see you doing a deep dive into that and really analyzing, what your relationships have and are teaching you. Next, we have the octopus spirit coming through. Obviously, octopus, they're very, very intelligent. They're like little aliens in the sea. I honestly think they may be one of the animals that are like smarter than humans, alongside dolphins and rats and other creatures, but I feel like when the octopus spirit comes through for you, it's asking you to really use your mind and dive into intellectual matters this week for sure, like reading, learning more. And I just, is it weird that I kind of see you from a higher intellectual perspective than the people that you may be dealing with? And I'm not trying to say this to make you egotistical, but I'm saying this to be like, I just feel like you may be much more prepared to have something successful, healthy, long-term, creative, collaborative than the people around you. So I would say pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. Are they people that you can collaborate with? Do they support you? Do they offer you a boost in your life? Do they help you grow? Or are they all kind of like not really going anywhere in life, not really inspiring you? Like, really pay attention to the people around you, I've been having spiritual journey and awakening after spiritual awakening for like, I don't even know, like the past like 13 years. And each time I swear, like, I'm like, oh, finally I found my soul tribe. And then I'll have like a spiritual awakening and I'm like, wow, these people actually aren't that great for me. And it's been like a couple years after a couple years of that cycle repeating for me personally. And, I feel like sometimes it takes a while for us to learn certain lessons. And Aquarius, I am seeing your lessons may be involving love and friendships and relationships and the people that you trust, the people that you put your faith into, even if it's creative collaboration here. Like, I just see some of you are being asked to kind of level up and ascend and lovingly acknowledge when someone's just not on the same page as you, or not at the same vibration as you, not operating out of the same frequency as you. And it's just more work to kind of keep that facade going than to just do things on your own. I keep coming back to like a creative collaboration for some of you guys. I don't know why, like the words creative collaboration keeps coming to my mind. We're gonna have to get more information. Your energy oracle this week is the World. Wow. First and foremost, I feel an increased sense of popularity for you this week. So if you're like a business owner, social media influencer, artist of any kind, like whatever you got going on for you, I see you being very successful and popular in that this week. All eyes on you. I'm also seeing like just such a huge inner transformation going on within you that is directly correlated to the outer transformation that you're seeing all around you, with having more opportunities, creative collaborations, and things going on. I definitely feel like in the recent past, you may have ended a negative cycle or ended a cycle of some sort, realized I have gained everything that I need to gain from this location, this relationship, this job, whatever it may be. And now you're set on this new course of doing something else. Like you're about to embark upon a new chapter here after realizing, you know what, like I've gained everything I need to gain from this, whatever it may be. I am no longer at the frequency of this. I really acknowledge and I'm grateful for all of the love, the support, the challenges, the growth that I've gained from this relationship, job, project, etc. But it's no longer, there's nothing more for me to do here. It's kind of like in a video game, like an open world concept video game, where you go to like a little village and you do all of the side quests there and the main quest line there, and then it's like, okay, there's nothing left for you to do there. Now it's time to explore more of the map. I'm kind of seeing that type of energy for you, where it's like, I feel like I've gained everything from this, and you know, if this were to continue in my life, it will have to grow with me. And as of like the time that I'm doing this reading, it does not appear that this person, this thing, whatever, is growing at the same pace as you. So it feels like you're kind of ready to start this new chapter. And some of you might feel sad because it's like, well, I wanted to start this new chapter with this person, this job, this whatever. But I just don't know if they're gonna be able to match my energy there at this new chapter. Actually, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the song I Will Always Love You. Whitney Houston sings it, but Dolly Parton wrote it because she used to be on a show with this dude whose name I can't remember at all. If you know, leave it in the comment section. And she felt like she gained everything she needed to gain career-wise from being on that show, and she wanted to go in a different creative direction, and he wasn't really about that new creative direction. And I feel like that was just such a graceful, wonderful way of her to acknowledge like all of the great stuff she shared with that person. And you know what, I sense that with Dolly Parton there might have been some frustration with him, but like she's so graceful, she is so like dignified that she made a beautiful song to summarize the love that she did experience there and the creativity and growth in her career that she did experience there. But she's also acknowledging that it's time to go separate ways, and you know, her growth is elsewhere. And I feel that energy for you, but almost like I wish I could take you with me, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to keep up with the pace. Oh, I'm also thinking, oh wow, that's a really bad example of Mice and Men, the book, and oh man, the dude ends up like killing the dude Lenny because he was trying to like survive or whatever, and like he was being like constantly involved in drama and troubles because of this dude Lenny. Weird book. Anyways, similar energy, but please don't murder anyone. Moving on. Is that what happened? I haven't read that book in so long. I don't really remember the plot too well. Wow, okay. 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3. First card out for you is the 9 of Wands. Yeah, we see you starting this week having put up some boundaries with someone, and I'm kind of feeling like an increased sense of like coldness, distance, or your heart just is kind of straying from a situation that it's almost like you had so much hope for this thing, this relationship, whatever, and it's like you're operating from your intuition, your higher self, and you know you're establishing some boundaries here. You're not gonna allow something or someone to hold back your personal growth. Second card out is the 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's sad. I feel like you were very sad about this, whatever it may be, in the recent past, like the past few weeks. You might have been mourning the loss of this thing or this person, feeling the distance growing, or like not wanting to leave them behind. But it's like, if I keep staying with you, I'm limiting my own growth and my own happiness. It's like, you know, you're a plant that is growing big and beautiful, and it's like you really love the pot that you were in that helped you grow this big and beautiful, but now your roots are getting bound and you really need more space to grow, and you don't want to leave your pot behind, but it's like, it's time. If I stay here, I'm limiting my own potential. Sure, I can survive in this environment, but it's not an ideal environment, and I just wish that this pot could magically change, but I acknowledge that I cannot force someone or something to change, and that's why I must keep growing and putting myself in environments that are conducive to that growth. So I feel like in the past there was a lot of sadness involved with that, but this week it feels like you're kind of getting over it. So there's that. Third card out for you is the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, I take that back. Maybe it's like up and down. I feel like most days you are feeling very inspired, uplifted, creative, over it, or just like at peace with how things are. But I feel like randomly you may be getting hit with certain like random nights or mornings of like sadness or overthinking, or it's kind of like you're in your higher intuitive energies, but of course you like dip back down into those lower energies that you were once at, and then you kind of have to talk yourself through it, process it, and then you like work your way back up to those higher level energies. And I feel like the majority of your time you're spending in these higher vibrational energies. So it's not like the wholeness of your week is depressed or in this lower vibrational state of being upset and longing for the past or longing for or being anxious about the future. Like, I feel like that's just something that like randomly hits you sometimes. And I actually feel like you do have good coping skills to work through those things. So some of you might be journaling or going for walks, stretching, whatever. Like, you know what you can do when you're in states like that to better yourself. And oftentimes it involves like self-care. Second row out for you, fourth card is death and rebirth. Exactly. There is a huge rebirth happening for you this week. For sure. Death energy is around you, the spirit of death, which is a beautiful, beautiful spirit, nothing to be afraid of. Death energy is always closely involved with people who are going to be living a lot of life, because life and death are the same spirit. I can go on a whole tangent about this and explain to you how this spirit is a mushroom spirit, but I'm not going to do that. Anyways, I love the death and rebirth card because yes, something is coming to a close. A chapter is coming to a close for you, but you don't understand the level of success and happiness and growth that will be coming from this. Some of you guys might even be moving, or moving job, moving relationship. I am seeing something like that, something huge that involves like a bittersweet energy. Center of your spread is the Seven of Swords in reversed. For some of you guys, you had to make this change because the person or the environment that you were in, it didn't feel honest. Honest to who you are, honest to like what you want. I almost feel like in order to survive in these circumstances, you almost had to delusionally convince yourself that you were okay, or that like it's called crap fitting. This girl called the Crappy Childhood Fairy on YouTube channel, she uses that word, and now it's like I always come back to that word. It's where you're convincing yourself that a relationship or a job or something is okay when really it's not meeting your needs. Okay. And people who grew up in like a neglectful household or something like that, who are very used to not getting their needs met, they do this thing called crap fitting, where they're in these situations that are not good for their growth, don't meet their needs, but they'll convince themselves otherwise. So I feel like whatever this old person, place, or thing it was for you, you had to lie to yourself in order to survive and keep yourself happy there. So like you are very well aware of this habit, this cycle now, and you're breaking out of it. I just feel like you're very conscious of what got you there in the first place, which is why you know that you have to establish some boundaries and let this dream go, let this relationship or whatever go, even though it upsets you, even though you want it to grow with you. I'm almost getting like, why can't they just get their stuff together? Like, why can't they just grow? Like, why can't they grow with me? Why can't they come with me? So I don't know, I am seeing that energy. Sixth card out, 10 of Wands. This will be a busy, busy week for you. Yeah, busy week. Lots to do, lots on your to-do list. Final row out for you, seventh card. We have the Eight of Swords in reversed. For some reason, I'm feeling that your self-esteem might have taken a hit recently for whatever reason. So definitely do some self-love, affirmations, rituals, and really take good care of yourself this week, you know. Make sure you're maintaining your appearance and a healthy diet, exercise, everything that makes you feel good. Eighth card out is the Empress. Oh my gosh, a return to your abundance. I'm seeing you returning back home to yourself, because when you were in this old situation, I just feel like you know, you almost had to lose touch of yourself because you almost had to lie to yourself to make it seem like it was okay. But now it's like, look at how nurturing she is towards herself. And she's pregnant with the world. She has so many ideas around her. She's prosperous, and she is someone who is going to achieve her dreams. So this is really big confirmation that whatever goal you have right now will be successful, and you will achieve this. And the reason why you're going to achieve this is because you had the strength to walk away from the habits, the people, and the environments that were not allowing the success to come forward. And that took a lot of strength, because these people, these habits, they may not have been evil. They may not have been bad. They simply were not a vibrational match to you anymore. And take what you learned from these situations and bring them into your future. We see success. I see abundance. I see success. I see a win happening for you this week. And we have the devil. Oh my gosh. Which one will you pick, guys? You have a choice this week. And I see this in the world card too. Like, you can pick the shadow side that you're used to, or the light side that is new, better suited for you. Some of you guys can choose to stay stuck if you want. You can keep repeating these negative cycles, these addictive cycles. You can stay in the old pot that's too small for you. Whatever it is for you. You know, I can't give specific examples of what this is because you're all different. Some of you, this could be a relationship, could be a job, a town, a friendship, whatever. You are more than welcome to stay there if you want. No one's forcing you to change. But I am telling you, like, you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve if you keep repeating the same cycle. You know, that cycle did not lead you to the goals that you want to achieve, and expecting to keep repeating it and magically, you know, reach your goals and have a happy life and have everything change this time around, doing the same old thing with the same old person, same old song and dance, is insane. It is literally insanity. Pick one. Do you want to repeat the past with the devil energy? Or do you want to nurture and love yourself and achieve your dreams with Mama Earth energy, with life energy? Choice is yours, Aquarius. Thank you for joining this reading. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would really love to hear how this resonated with you and the situation that we're talking about. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.